usually want them to be all hype, but um, I got to talk about something that is very important. I've been talking about it a lot lately. Playback, sorry. I'm going to talk about something important I've been talking about a lot lately, but I'm going to show you some new things involving it. And as always, no, it's not clickbait. Um, I'm going to jump right into it, I think. So, right now, the price of Bitcoin is 88.6. It's been a little sideways. I know a lot of people are, I said, could we? I don't think we're probably going to hit 100K this week. A lot of people suspecting that. But I will say, this weekend could be interesting. I know a little something, but we'll see. Well, really today, actually, today's going into the weekend, but we'll see what happens. So we can see some pumps in Bitcoin and make it a little excited. But sometimes I wonder if they're gonna. I feel like because 100K is such a round number, I feel like they will wait until after the inauguration to hit the 100K mark. It's like it's because of Trump got in office and bullish catalyst, and everybody goes crazy, and it lines up when you have two changes happen at one time or multiple changes at one time. It makes people more euphoric. It's like 100K because Trump is in. Trump's good for the market, and the market starts flying, and all that kind of good stuff. But I'm gonna just talk about the main thing I want to talk about today. And I know I talked about it, quite a few times, but I'm gonna be quick today because I got to get back in the market and finish researching. Where is that note? Let me make sure I got one note in here. Oh yeah, I do have it. I have it. Let me just highlight this different so I can remember. All right, cool. So one thing we did see. So Gary Gensler gave the speech. Well, I'm sorry. Let me pull the slides up. My bad. Give me a minute. But Gary Gensler gave a speech, and people were excited, and they were like, this means he's about to retire. I don't know for sure, y'all. Until he literally says that he's retiring. Somebody put a stupid meme on it. It's so dumb. I just saw that. But yeah, until he actually says he's retired, I mean, we can get you for it. Trump's getting in office and the inauguration is coming, all that kind of stuff. We'll see what happens, but I don't want to jump on that too much because I haven't looked deeper since yesterday, but I don't think it's solidified. I think it's people being hopeful, reading in between the lines, but I'm pretty sure it's coming. But it hasn't happened yet, so we don't want to say that. And we're not going to talk about a bunch of new stuff today. I'm going to jump right into the topic, and I got a couple of good tweets that I want to share to push this point, and then I'm going to show you some data from Binance and break that all down. Maybe I was going to do this yesterday, but I didn't stream yesterday because I was trying to do something else. But going to break some of the stuff down. But anyway, this tweet says blue chips. Bitcoin 19.9% up, ETH 17.8% up, Solana 14.6 up. I got Solana early, so I'm happy about that. Large memes, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Doge was up like 90, but it says 100% here. I must have missed that. Pepe got listed. As you know, Pepe, and I'm gonna just jump ahead to that point. That Pepe and WIF got listed on Coinbase and Binance or whatever. So Pepe up 128%, WIF up 73%. Then I'm gonna just say it as a tweet. So it says VC garbage. Dang, why you had to say it like that? But project I was looking at, not getting too scroll down 14%, Eigenlayer down 16%, and even my little baby, my baby Celestia down 2%. I still think it's gonna come back up, but it keeps being pushed. And I'm talking about this to begin because usually I talk about stuff early. I ain't trying to toot my horn here. Like literally, I'm not trying to ooh, I'm first. But I talk about some stuff early, so when it happens, I'm end up talking about it again. But this is getting pushed wider. I've been giving you a whole thing about the mirror thesis and all the rules that's been laid out, but I'm about to show you how important they're becoming because it's all that everybody in the crypto universe is talking about now. YouTube, Twitter, whatever platform, Reddit. And it's the meme coins and the takeover of meme coins. And I'm gonna jump to some other slides too. Well, really, the Binance slide is going to tell you more about what this is about. But yeah, of course, BTC and Ethan, the big chip's going to do fine, and Doge is killing it. A lot of VC coins are struggling right now. Do I say that now? Do I say that later? Well, I say it now. I'm probably talking out of order, y'all. Whatever. So it's just getting to the point where I'm be honest. I'm a little annoyed. I was going to talk about this last. I'm talking about it now. I'm a little annoyed because it's like, because I've been doing research since last cycle. Some people, some people have us. I mean, I still stand on what I do. I talked about it a little bit in the group earlier, but I still stand on me buying stuff early and holding it. A lot of people have they do invest, like they wait till the narrative comes around. I do like to front run and be in front of it before it happens. I still do like that, but some people just invest as the narratives come along or whatever. But I do say another thing with my group. Some people don't have as much money, and that's what my group is for. I can't have a group. I really can't have a group investing like some of the people. Like we just go straight to, maybe I can, but I don't think everybody in my group can. And it's not saying anything, but go straight to the 500 million market cap coins and throw 100,000 there and let that 2x and then come back down and trade another and trade. So my group is a little different, and I try to have my group for people that may not have as much money to make some life changing money and some upside or whatever. I just think it's dangerous if you're talking about, put in 500 and something that's a 500 million market cap, hoping it goes up to 200. I'm assuming 750 million market cap, make 50%, pull out, because what if it goes down? Then your $500 is you just trade in and out, and you constantly losing money. So what I try to do is get in plays early that I have researched that I know are going to do well this cycle, and then hold those until those gains come and make it easy on you. So you might be at your 9 to 5 and you don't have the time to be trading in and out. Some of these guys can sit at home and do that all day like me, but not everybody can. But anyway, you study the stuff from last cycle and all these projects or whatever, and then I keep saying this, and I try to say it clearly, there was not this ability to make all these fake projects that they have done this cycle. I've been talking about that for 12 months. I thought that would die down quicker than it did, but it did not. Some people are still trying to do it for whatever dumb reason, pushing these little fake projects. And I said they were pushing these projects to gain liquidity. Now I'm jumping way ahead on some of my points. One of my most important points is I'm feeling like now that's what the meme coins are going to be. This is going to be my last point, but I'm running my mouth and I end up saying it early. That not only are memes going to be big this entire cycle, but people are going to use them. Pay attention to this. People are going to use them to get liquidity to still put into the utility VC tokens that everybody's trashing right now. But I feel like now this is dangerous for me to say, because I know some of y'all are gamblers. But what I believe is they're going to get their liquidity with meme coins and still come back to stuff. And some of this, VC tokens and some of the micro cap stuff may not run hard. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Run hard until the end of the cycle. But right now, through this year, people trying to run the meme coins, get liquidity for stuff. But the problem that I think about that, and I've always had, is don't mistake that the utility stuff is going to be creeping up. So whereas you could have got a 50x on something, by the time you play the meme coin game, let's say you do make some meme coins, money on meme coins, you may not care if you come back and the project has already done a 5x and your 50x is turned into 10x, because maybe you made money on meme coins. But the danger of that is when you start losing money on meme coins, because some people just go in and out. And they, like I said on my other stream, they're like, one of them's got to hit, so I'm going to just leave. I saw somebody say this morning, well, you know what, if this is going to be the thing, because I don't think some of y'all on like crypto Twitter like I am, and like people saying like, well, if this is going to be the thing, I'm just dump all my utility tokens and buy back later, and I'm just buy all meme coins now. But what happens when you sacrifice all your money on meme coins and you lose it all? And that's the dangers of, that I don't want to put my group in. I will fully admit, because like I said, this channel is not, I'm not trying to be like a YouTube channel. So I'm coming here to speak, and I speak frankly and very transparently, that I know sometimes I feel like I can be too smart. And, everybody had that problem last cycle. It was like, oh, meme coins are dumb, I'm not doing that. And then Shiba and Doge did the numbers that they did. So I'm not trying to be too smart in that aspect. I am looking for meme coins and stuff like that. But it's just like, I guess I feel like I was too much into denial of how big this whole meme coin thing was going to be. until, like I said, you got Binance and Coinbase changing the game now. It's no longer just the meme pushers. Let me say this too. Meme coin pushers, if y'all haven't been in the cycle before, meme coin pushers, am I talking too fast? I don't know if I am. Let me know in the comments. Meme coin pushers were like the dirty people last cycle. You know what I mean? They were like the dirty, and most of them were scammers. But they are the biggest influencers this cycle. This was not like this last cycle. Like people was, and even though y'all don't like them, most people don't. The big people were the people who were, whether they were actually talking about good utility stuff or seemingly talking about utility stuff. Ben Cowan, Ben Armstrong, which is known as BitBoy. I don't want to say, I'm already making faces about them, so I'm not gonna say who they are. But I don't think they know too much about crypto. But the bigger channels that talk about the actual projects and utility stuff, they were the people, the prominent people. Now meme coin influencers like Mirai and stuff are the biggest influencers this cycle. But before it was just those pushers or those pumpers like Mirai that people respected. But now you have Binance and the exchanges saying the same things as them. And I've been saying this for 3 weeks now. Probably some of y'all probably annoyed that I keep talking about this, but I've been saying it's going to change. And you got these people who are, I'm jumping all around in my notes. I just got all this stuff bubbling over in my head. But let me finish my slides. I'm gonna come back to the point I was about to make because I got it over here in my notes. I just don't want to get too much off track. Anyway, this tweet says Bitcoin aside, crypto now is mostly about meme coins. That's what people want, full stops. And exchanges are giving it to them. That's what Binance listings of Peanut and Act and the Coinbase listings of Pepe and Whiff tell you. Anyone can make it big. Don't stop hustling. That's the message. So I'm saying this message is being pushed all the way around the crypto verse, whether it's YouTube or Twitter. And then you had this one. It's past now, so it says somebody was speculating there's going to be something else, but Coinbase posted this. It said, "What rhymes with frog?" And then Coinbase posted this thing of the little dog, which was them hinting at the fact they were about to list Whiff. Then you have this here. I still think it's trash, but what is it? Litecoin made a joke on their Twitter page. It says, "Due to current market conditions, I now identify as a meme coin." What happens after that? Litecoin is now listed as under the meme coin section. This is getting it's getting really crazy. Now we're going to get to the main part of where the thumbnail came from. It says Binance recently dropped a report about meme coins. The article explains how they choose what meme coin to list. It's been stuff I've been telling you for 3 weeks, but I'm gonna reiterate it. After reading it, many predicted the listings of Peanut, Act, and I think it was Hippo making millions. So here's the I'm gonna try to go through this pretty fast and just hit the key points. But yeah, like this is a matter of fact, I'll put it. Can I put this in the chat? I put it in the chat. This is the PDF. This is an official PDF letter, whatever you want to say, from Binance themselves, talking about how they're choosing their meme coins and how big meme coins are going to be. Because if you give you a little backstory without being too long, it's been a thing that a lot of people been talking about on Twitter. Like it used to be like when Binance listing was a huge thing. This whole cycle in this year when Binance would list like the utility plays of VC tokens, once again, we're not fully getting out utility plays. I'm going to talk about that later. But when they would launch the VC utility plays or whatever, they would dump. That was not like that before. When you got listed to Binance, you were supposed to pump to Valhalla, at least do a 5X at least. But most things were going down 46%, 70%. So they have a business to run. What they want is volume. They want liquidity. They want activity on the exchange. And if nobody's buying the utility stuff or whatever, or not in a fast manner like the domain coins, they're going to go to where the market movement is. And so this is a team page PDF or what do they think about meme coins and how they picked and choose them. I'm going to jump ahead, but you can read some of it yourself. And let me make this point too. And I'm probably have to raise some of these points. I got a lot over here, but this is, and some of y'all are still going to do it. I just, humans going to be humans, You don't have to take my word for it. But like I said, this is a Binance official letter. I'm pretty sure Coinbase is going to come out with something like this soon. And even if they don't come out with something like this, I'm pretty sure they share the same sentiment and they're doing the same. They have the same strategy or whatever. But this is no longer the thing where you jump in Telegram groups and Discords and Twitter and shilling your meme coin. Let me tell you what's dangerous about that and what's different. And I know some of y'all, it's not going to make sense to you and you're not going to stop doing it. But that's up to you. But the danger of that now with the new thesis that's going on now, battery's getting low. Oh man. how long it's gonna last. Let me know when it goes out. I'm too lazy to go get the battery. And I think it'll last a little bit longer. But let me know if the sound is bad, then I'll go ahead and change it. Um, but so the danger now of running around shilling your meme coin is you're not building an organic community. They've talked about this. I'm gonna go through their notes, but they talk about the organic growth. Another thing I talked about is dangers when y'all be thinking like your whatever it hasn't to be my channel, your favorite YouTube channel start shilling the meme coin. That's bad. It's actually bad for the meme coin. I've been saying it for 2 weeks, and I think maybe y'all listen to this PDF by Binance since this is where you want your coins to go. Because when it comes from me, I'm a small channel. People's like, oh, that's just his opinion. It's not just my opinion. I've been trying to say this for the longest. Um, so yeah, you really don't want to be shilling your meme coins. If you find something good, you just want to kind of sit in it. Because I think we're having a problem now. People, you shill a meme coin, you share it, then people try to buy up a majority of the supply, and that is not good. I'm trying to get through this. Let me slide through here. Where I want to start at. Oh, I skipped the part. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna just sum some of these up. So one of the first points, it says the GameStop saga. And I'm not going to read the whole thing because we don't have time to do that. But what they're pretty much talking about is the GameStop squeeze that happened. Y'all remember they made a movie about it, and saying how it was retail bucking against, um, the big boys or whatever, the big players or whatever, and saying you're no longer going to make money off us and we're going to buck back against you. And so they feel like that's what's happening right now with the whole meme coin craze. It's like sticking it to the man. The bigger people, the VCs or whatever, who get in early on allocations and then try to get you to pump their bags. So you guys know this already. That's what they see it as. And they said that another thing that is important to them is the fair. I think y'all can see this on screen. Yeah. The principles of fairness and transparency. And pretty much that's just talking about, like I said, the VCs getting in early. They might buy it at 1 cent, and by the first time you're able to buy it, it's 20 cents, so they're already up 20x. And then, you're happy about your 2x, but they just got a 40x. So it's just not in the favor of retail, and retail is really bucking against that. And it's happening within the Web3 and crypto community, as far as the people who've been here the whole bear market. You've been here 2 and 3 cycles. So they started saying it. And when retail comes in, they're kind of thinking the same thing. And they're going to start jumping to what they know, which is the meme coins, which is another thing. I'm not the first person to say it. Everybody's been saying it. Another thing they talked about is accessibility. They know, especially with the on-ramps that Phantom Wallet has, and Jupiter has their own app now. Even the Coinbase smart app that they're creating. This is an easier way to onboard retail, them quickly downloading the wallet, signing up for the wallet versus signing up for even Coinbase is an easy way, right? But it's even a little harder. You got to sign up for Coinbase, wait for KYC, deposit funds. And sometimes when you deposit funds, they have the thing. I don't know if they still have it. We got to wait 4 or 5 days before you can move it off the exchange. I think they said they were changing that recently though. But it's just different steps they have to take versus meme coins. Somebody signs up for a Phantom wallet and they just right in there. They can come straight off their debit card and start investing in stuff. To be honest, well, this is kind of for the group. I'm talking between the lines. But yeah, even to play, I found out what happened with something yesterday. Yeah, when you get into play and it gets launched, like, you got the early investors that may dump their tokens. Number one, I felt like this is a good project. These people are not going to do it. But what happened was accessibility. They didn't even promote one of the main exchanges. What made me say, hey, man, it's going to be on this exchange. We got to go ahead and, probably get into it. I think it's a decent price. Well, I still think it was a decent price. It dropped a little bit. But what happened is the exchange wasn't even putting out the promotion. Like usually when something gets listed, it's like, this is listed on the exchange. You see it. You get if you have the app, it sends you the notification, blah, blah, blah. It was just listed on the exchange. They did it way late. It was like late last night or something. And so that kind of hurt the accessibility of the token. So people didn't know it was there. But anyway, that's just the whole accessibility thing that Binance is talking about or whatever. It's just easier for meme coins to reach. Also, it's less for them to understand. I see a lot of people saying like, as this cycle goes on and retail comes back in, and this is actually every cycle, but you got to dumb things down. You can't be as smart. That's a message to me. I'm preaching to the choir, giving myself the own medicine or whatever you want to call it. That you have to dumb it down. Let me say this too. Retail going to come in for the easiest stuff. The crazy thing for me to watching yesterday or last night, right before I was getting ready to go to bed, was watching the same people that I saw by Doge last cycle were talking about on social media. They were like, they trying to act like they're crypto experts. You know how everybody do. They just regular people. They know where as deep as we are. and they were like, "Oh, how, my crypto bags are hitting or whatever." And mind you, these people last cycle, they were the ones that bought like Doge at 30 cents, and then it went up to, everybody was saying it was going to go to $1. It didn't go to $1, and they all that Doge got dumped on them. I'm pretty sure they didn't take profits. These are the same people that coming back, and guess what they talking about? Doge again. And to us, even for us, at most, you're thinking like Pepe and Whiff or some of the newer meme coins. They still don't even know about these tokens. They will find out in the next 1 or 2 weeks. They'll find out about them. But what I'm saying is, you got to dumb it down for the stuff that we think is stupid. They still gonna FOMO into. Now, granted, I'm still never and ever buying a Doge bag for any reason. But far as like as a cycle progresses, it's gonna be meme coins that they come in and they're going to get to. Once again, it does not mean you dump your bags all the way. But anyway, let me keep on Binance stuff. So it's not my opinion. I'm talking about what Binance is talking about. Of course, they talk about the low survival rate. They were saying about 97% of the meme coins that were born last year and this year, they go to zero stuff because people are trying to pump and dump on people. So that's what they're trying to avoid, which is how I keep saying, y'all's like, well, there's 3 YouTubers talking about this coin, and it's in the Matt Fury narrative, and it's in this narrative. Nobody cares. I keep saying that. I said that like the last 4 streams, and nobody cares. And these not going to get listed because a lot of these people that are pumping them, especially YouTubers, they own a lot of the supply. And what you can see this on stuff like bubble maps, and then you got bubble maps premium, which allows you to see more, which most of y'all don't have. Y'all don't have the premium version, so the regular bubble maps version, sometimes it's outdated, and they just point blank don't show as much information as premium. Then they have tools that's even better than bubble maps and stuff. So this is the stuff they're looking at. So a lot of these people thinking they being slick and holding a lot of supply, and you're just gonna be sitting there like a dummy, and you're gonna be extra liquidity for the market, and then you're just gonna be a bag holder. And I don't want that happening, at least for the people in my group, for y'all be bag holding something just because it was shield all bear market. And here's the thing I keep saying, and they talk about this in their notes. I'll probably read this verbatim so y'all don't think it's just me. It no longer matters if you talk about the community is bullish. Like, that is not the only thing. If a lot of people holding supply and they don't like the cabals, I'll probably read this one verbatim. But it's about the decentralization and the fair distribution of the meme coin. I've been saying this for 3 weeks, but it is no longer my word. So let me just read this. Let me read this verbatim so y'all just think it's not me. It's a couple of slides. I'm gonna read this paragraph, but it says, meme coin cabals. While one of the value propositions of meme coins is their enhanced transparency and accessibility, it is important to acknowledge the exploitation of retail traders still occurs within the meme coin market. Certain groups, colloquially known as cabals, which Cryptonary, I've never seen it put like that, which Cryptonary wrote about in an article this year, seek to exploit retail traders for exit liquidity by orchestrating meme coin pump and dump schemes. Although blockchains provide transparency, enabling users to see which addresses hold specific tokens, it remains challenging to ascertain the individuals controlling these addresses. Fresh addresses controlled by single entities can be easily created to store tokens, misleading traders into believing that the token is widely distributed amongst numerous holders. Additionally, these cabals may compensate key opinion leaders to promote a particular token so as to generate hype and speculation on social media and create the illusion of organic growth. Pretty much what that's saying is just what I said. Y'all think like, oh, it's a bunch of YouTube channels talking about it, so it's got to go. Right now, where we are in the cycle, it might do a 2-3x if you're lucky. But when you're talking about letting these YouTube and Twitter people have convinced you that their token is going to get listed on Binance, it's not, because Binance has the tools and Binance is going through the stuff. Wait, let me say something too before I know somebody probably going to say something before I even finish. Binance is going to go through the necessary measures to make sure that the things are fairly distributed. And let's be real, unless they are in on it. We're not going to leave that out unless they're in on it, because let's not act like everybody is the most honest, but like a lot of these tokens, a lot of people hold a supply. And like I even talked about in a group, some of the stuff I had pitched, some other channels and groups picked it up and shielded and dumped the chart. And, it's not as attractive to be listed on Binance anymore. So it's very important that y'all making sure like the stuff that y'all are looking into is decentralized, because you do have that hopium. You might have a lottery ticket. If it's well distributed, you have the hope that Binance is going to list the stuff. I remember we were talking about this probably three to 5 weeks ago, and people was like, nah, it's not going to happen. Now you getting too euphoric about the meme coins, and it's happening, y'all. I was telling a friend I was talking to, like what we think it's going to look like. I was like, I could see at minimum 40 more meme coins being listed on Binance and Coinbase. And remember how Coinbase now Binance always been a DJ, and they always been stupid. They don't give a crap. But Coinbase is like, regulatory compliant. Like, we want to be chill. We're trying to keep it straight and narrow over here. Now it's just like, Trump is coming in and the stuff is changing. And I could see Binance with minimum 40 more meme coin listings. Coinbase maybe, I don't know, 10 to 15 more, because they're going to go where retail is. They got to make the money. They need the volume. They need the transactions on their exchanges. So, but I'm trying to tell you, now you see this no longer. Matter of fact, I still ain't put this in the chat. I'm just running my mouth. I'm sorry, y'all. So y'all see, this is not just my words. This is a whole PDF that you can find on Binance's website. So these sneaky little influencers and stuff that think they're going to keep pumping their meme coins, it ain't going nowhere, bro. It's not going nowhere. So unless they dump the bags and make it more fairly distributed, but I still don't know if that'd be a good look. So yeah, a lot of the meme coins that was hitting a while ago, probably not going to hit as hard. So yeah, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to be exciting, but let me finish some of my notes. So I'm still pretty good. 26 minutes. Let me hit some of my notes. I already talked about this one. I jumped ahead. I said meme coin influencers are the most powerful this cycle. Is it's not the prominent figures that was last cycle. I mean, all the 4 bins. It was like 4 bins. Cowan, I can't remember the other dude. The bins. But yeah, the meme coins influencers. This is a side note, but I'm gonna connect it. So what I was saying, I said this in my group earlier. Y'all do not degen straight all the way into microcaps, because the microcaps are technically where the meme coins are last cycle. You can have a little bits and pieces of it, 0.5% of your portfolio, 1% of your portfolio, or something like that. But you should not have 20% of your portfolio in a microcap and then be saying, yo, my portfolio is, because I was even wondering about some people. They're like, oh, my portfolio is this percentage down. And I'm like, dang, Jesus, like that. I'm looking at mine and stuff and kind of holding the same stuff. Maybe people got some different stuff. But when I look and see you have 20% of your portfolio in a microcap, that's why you're down 40 and more percent. You can't do that. That's like very dangerous. So that's people watching the channel in the group or whatever. That's very dangerous. And it's not going to be, because they're easy to move. Yeah, I know you're getting into them because you're like, it's high upside. But don't be like that. Don't do that. Because like I said, meme coins are taking over that hype of what these microcaps would have had. And it's like now, like I said earlier, where I feel like people getting liquidity with the meme coins. And later on in the cycle, those are probably going to run. But do you want to wait the entire cycle for that stuff to run? That's why you get some mid caps and bigger caps, because they are going to run first. At least you can see some positive movement in your portfolio. Don't be, God dang, please don't be 10 and 20% into like some microcap meme coin. Already talked about this one. The old game was going to people's YouTube channels and groups and shilling your meme coin and trying to get everybody into it. You kind of want to sit there because you don't know who's going to be the one. You trying to shill your meme coin at 1 million market cap and get everybody excited about it because you want to pump your own bags. But the only thing you're going to do is probably it's going to be 1 or 2 people going to be the wrong people. They're going to buy up 4 or 5% of the supply. Binance is going to see it on chain and they're like, we're never going to touch this. And then you're going to be sitting there holding that cycle, the whole cycle, with a euphoric thought that it's going to pump one day. You're going to be excited and you're going to have bubble gut, whatever. You're going to be excited and it's never going to go anywhere because the rules are changing. It's no longer just, on Twitter. Like when you got Binance putting this 18-page PDF on their website for people to see, like it's no longer just the trenches that are going by these rules. What is this one here? So what I was, I think this is a short note. What I was saying was, I'm being honest. I'm a transparent person. I can't have the tendency to be too smart, overthink it. Even though, like I said, we got in some meme coins or whatever. But listen, I'm not a conniving person. I'm not a deceptive person. So therefore, I'm not going to think like that type of person. It's if I'm from a certain walk of life and somebody's from a different walk of life, I can be friends with them and still not understand how they think if I'm not from that same, walk of life or whatever. But the reason I'm saying it is, y'all got to realize a lot of these meme coins, especially early on the site, not just the cabals, even the legitimately seemingly influencers, they inside trading this stuff. They talking amongst each other, saying which one they going to pump next or whatever like that. And I just really didn't. I knew meme coins was gonna be high. I think I was one of the first ones to say it, but I still think I underplayed how big and how crazy it was gonna be. Um, but yeah, it's getting crazy. So yeah, you still hold your utility bags, but as I keep saying, we trying to find some of these meme coins that is gonna have a good look on them. But the crazy thing is you can't even talk about stuff too early because people too stupid and they don't listen. They can read this whole PDF and they still gonna try to buy up a majority supply and be sneaky because that's how dumb people are. But whatever. Um, oh, what is it? Oh yeah, it was nothing. Yeah, this is never gonna change. This is part of me being too smart too. I'm like, they should know what market cap is now. Let me tell you something. There's no way. There's not enough information and enough people to talk about it to convince retail that when they see them bunch of zeros behind that decimal, that one day is not going to be 1 cent or a dollar. And that's why retail is going to go crazy. It's never going to change. In my mind, I'm like, well, a lot of people found out about crypto last cycle. They probably learned that lesson. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Probably less than 30% have learned that lesson. The rest of 70% of retail is going to come into the market. It's going to be the same game all over. They're going to see the zeros and they're going to, what? Pepe, this junk is going to $5. And they're going to be counting a 500,000X. Like, it is what it is. So yeah, we kind of got to play the game. The exchanges are changing. Like, they've even slowed down. Like, listen to some of the VC projects, to be honest. So this is going to be a thing, y'all. But make sure, some of my last points before I answer questions, make sure your community that you're in was organically grown. It was not a conglomerate of 3 or 4 YouTubers that got together and said, we're going to all push this meme token or whatever. Check the on-chain stuff. Bubble Maps is kind of cool. It's not always the best because it's not always up to date and it doesn't show you all the information that some of the other tools do. And I want to find some more tools too. My friends still won't give me the thing because it's not like an online link. It's actually, never mind, whatever. But yeah, you want an actual solid community. And then when you find a solid community, don't mess it up by trying to buy up the supply because these people work this hard to build this community and you go and ruining what they got going on, and then you making yourself lose money and them lose money. So I said the easiest way I could think of it is I usually talk about Solana tokens because all of them seemingly have the same tokenomics now. Everybody seemingly has like that billion supply. And that usually adds up to, if you say, hey, I want to be a big dog, maybe you get 1 million tokens. Don't be trying to buy 8 and 10 million tokens because even if you got the money, because it's just going to sit there, you're going to destroy the project. And that would be equal to, maybe 1,000 per million. Now, some of y'all should not be doing that. Please, God in heaven, please do not do that. Like some of you is, hey, let's do $100 per million market cap and just keep it at that. Find a couple of meme coins and try to run it like that. Make sure the community is cool and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like people are really messing themselves up and they don't realize it. I even talked about this in the group out there. I talked about a certain meme coin and I just saw the chart jolt up in like one candle. Oh man. I understand what old people be saying. You know how old people say some people thick in the head? What they're saying is your skull is so thick that a message can't get through your head. No matter how many times you hear it, people still thinking they're being sneaky and doing stuff, and they destroying themselves along with others, and because people are greedy, man. But yeah, organic growth is what these exchanges are looking for. It's not even necessarily about community because, as I said, this last thing I'm gonna say for real. But like I say, even with actually both of those communities had FUD, and ACT definitely it was so much trash stuff going on there. It really wasn't a community. If we being honest, it had no community, but it was fairly distributed. So it's not even about finding even the biggest communities anymore. It's find a good idea that you feel like can run. If they have a good community, that is good. But check the distribution. Go to Bubble Maps and all the other tools. I know I keep saying that one, but it's the most easily accessible one. But yeah, it's not even about that anymore. Fairly distributed is what they're looking for. Fairly distributed and a good idea that can continue to run. I saw even Rand talking about this morning. He was talking about like a lot of people trying to do these crazy ones. Like I keep saying butt liquor. I don't know where that comes from. No Diddy. But people this crazy stuff that people like. Even what was the one last cycle? Was CUM Rocket. That was one from last cycle. But they're not looking for stuff like that. They're not looking for stuff like CUM Rocket. They're looking for wholesome stuff or, stuff that people can get behind. Anyway, I feel like this is 1,000 times to talk about meme coins in the last couple of weeks, but this, I wanted to share this Binance PDF with y'all and let y'all know it's not just us. It's not just the crypto bros talking about this stuff. For them to make an 18-page, I had to get that out of my head, yo. For them to make an 18-page thing about this is pretty serious. So that's the rules going forward. So no matter what influencers and YouTubers and Twitter people and shield meme coins to you got about a year left. So you can continue to gamble if you want to and keep trying to jump in and out of meme coins. Man, it's important to find good stuff and make sure it's fairly distributed. And if we being honest, most stuff created over 3 months ago is not fairly distributed. If I'm being honest, I'm barely trying to touch anything that was made over 3 to 4, 5 months ago at the most, because a lot of stuff still had the cabal stuff and it's not fairly distributed at all. That was a lot. The network guy said, "What's going on, Zo? What's up, man? Hold on. My mic still cool, y'all? Somebody just sent me a message. Oh, let me answer this text. What's up, network guy? What's up, man? Bass Production said Binance is cool. Binance, they always been some DGNs, but seeing Coinbase get on the bandwagon is dope too. But yeah, this is the rules. This is the rules, man. So if you know somebody been shilling something hard for like the last 8 months, man, get out that crap. I'm gonna be honest. It might do. I'm like dead on the Matt Fury narrative because that junk has been destroyed so many types of ways, man. Some of his other older stuff too, but y'all can do what y'all want to do. The network guys said this is. Oh, okay. What's up, man? What's up, Herbie? Since the turbo should bounce back and Casper will list. Yeah, I saw Casper had a listing coming up. Like I keep telling you, I want everybody to win, but we don't. I still not gonna play out how people are saying, as you can see now. But I did see that coming. I'll keep trying to say. I know I had some blowups on the channel, but I'm a human being. I got different size and everything, but I'm hoping people make money, and I just hope they do the right thing with their money and not destroy themselves. Because to be honest, when you get some people money, they don't do nothing but destroy themselves. It doesn't do them any good at all, if you're being honest, between drug use and whatever else they do. So some people don't need money, to be honest. But anyway, I hope people make money and do the right thing, whatever. Yeah, I still got. I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. I sold quite a bit of my turbo, but I should have. I think I should have. I don't know. I feel like I'm not saying this deal not gonna pump, but I could have did something else with that money, trickled it down to something else that was gonna do some more X's. But yeah, man. Oh, I just saw something dope. What are we talking about next? Side, you make me laugh every time I see your name. Can you review? I don't think I like those. As a matter of fact, I don't think those were fairly distributed last I looked. So I don't know for sure, but they're too old for me, man. I mean, but if you hold them, I hope you look through it and make sure they're distributed well and all that kind of good stuff. Because community is cool, but it's not the biggest thing anymore. Katie K said I liked it better than Coinbase. Too bad they banned it. Wait a minute. Wait, are you back? I liked it better than Coinbase. Too bad they banned it. Are we there? There we go. All right, cool. All right, we back now. So anyway, what I was saying about accessibility, my bad. Katie K says she like Binance better than Coinbase. Too bad they got banned. But that's what I was saying about accessibility. Yeah, because here's another thing. I almost missed one of the most important points. So I'm glad you said that. Is that the accessibility, because US had all this regulation last cycle and we kicked Binance out. kicked Binance out first. Then we had Binance US. Then they kicked Binance US. I think Binance US, you can only onboard stuff through crypto. You can't, I don't think you can onboard like fiat anymore. But so it makes meme coins more accessible to like retail investors when they come in. They just get a Phantom wallet or a Coinbase Smart wallet, whatever, and they rock with it. But yeah, I did. Binance is cool, but that seems so long ago now. Because they kicked Binance US out too. I don't know if they're gonna come back or whatever. But yeah, accessibility is very important. Dave said Radium Solana and Avalanche are my safe plays. I'll be very happy with the 4 to 5x from here. Oh yeah, that sounds. I mean, I love Solana. Where's Solana at now? It still could do 4 to 5. It's getting crazy. This might be a crazy cycle. Like I said, my target for Bitcoin is like 115 to 125. But we headed towards 90 now. We'll see. It might go crazy. Maybe 125 to 140. I'm still not at the camp. I'm still not saying like 200,000. If it hits that, then we just gonna be stupid, dumb rich. It's just gonna be crazy. But yeah, those could do decent. KDK, so you must have big allocations in them. Yeah, safe plays, you put way more money in those. But yeah. Dave Flower said big for me, yes. Also Celestian Turbo, but I expect more exits from those. Yeah. Definitely. Bass Production said youth like meme coins and they are the future. True that, definitely. It's gonna be crazy this cycle. I think people on the fence of how big it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be really big. Especially, like I said, Binance, now Coinbase, listen crazy stuff too, and Robinhood and all those. It's gonna be crazy. KDK. Yes, they do. They little simple nonsensical things. Dave said I would dump Brett hours before it pumped. Oh man, you should have got some decent X's on that, right? Though. I mean, sometimes after a certain point, it's diminishing returns, and if you made a couple of X's off it already, you just go ahead and get out and find something that's going to do, just as good. Of course, people say never cut your winners. Like maybe something like Brett, maybe you would have left 10% in there, 8%, something like. I mean, if you caught a lot of X's on the way up, like if you over 20 and 30x or whatever, yeah, just leave 10% in there and let it ride. Maybe not dump the whole bag, but then again, you find something else. Just make sure you don't lose that money gambling on something else. Shay Rock, what's up? Shay Rock said, like the stream guys. Okay, cool. Shay Rock said, I had a friend who was bullish on Safe Moon, got so wrecked. Oh man, Safe Moon. I forgot about Safe Moon last. I never talked about when I talk about the meme coins. That was a crazy one. Yeah, we had like Doge, Shiba, Floki, Gnu's. I can't remember the ones. It was Samo, Safe Moon. I can't think of some of the other ones, but yeah, it was nowhere near as many meme coins last cycle. Yeah. Oh, I can't even say that on stream. Full Syncrypto said the meme coin shield. The meme coin shield. If you make money off of them, get out, roll into safe plays and utility. Happy Friday night. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what people are going to be doing. Like I said up front, people don't realize this was going on. It's coming back to utility. So I don't think utility is completely gone. They're getting liquidity off the meme coins to dump in all the utility plays that nobody's telling y'all about. And that's why I said, I'm just being transparent. I think I was a little smart there. Like, and I'm cool with collecting the bags early, but really realizing how crazy the liquidity games was going to be. First, they was doing the fake AI plays. They dumped that off, and now the meme coins are picking up. They're like, all right, cool. We ain't got to do the fake websites, no more of fake utility plays and the fake AI garbage they was trying to run. And now everybody's just running with grabbing liquidity from meme coins. They probably going to run that game for the first half of the year. Then later on next year is when all the money will trickle back, and then they'll start telling you about all the liquidity plays. Some of the ones I already told y'all about. That's some of them sitting there, some of them got little pumps on them, but like I said, they're gonna be slowly pumping on the way up too. There's gonna be some retail that comes in that's not gonna be young. They're gonna be looking for the AI, the deep end, the RWA, and all that kind of stuff too. So they will slowly move up, but the big moves is probably gonna be a lot of these meme coins. Whatever. Once again, I can't predict the future. I'm not a oracle. I'm not a fortune teller, but I feel like that's the game that everybody's playing right now. Crazy thing is, it doesn't seem as conniving anymore than the fake crypto projects that they were making up. So it seems like, hey, we in this together community is more undetectable. So that's that. Tomorrow Nicole said once the coin is on these exchanges, was to keep the distribution fair after that. Well, for one, most of them, once they list on exchanges, usually they launch at a higher market cap. And so versus when something like a meme coin, you find this meme coin, it could be the best narrative in the world, right? And you find it at 10 million market cap. If you talk about it too soon, there's people, including myself, I can just go buy 5% of the supply, and then they're like, "Who's this with 5% of the supply?" They don't want to touch that. They don't want to touch that after it's been tainted like that or whatever. And people still trying to, because so many people are used to doing it either from the bear market or from last year, that's no longer the thing. Like I tell people, like, man, if you just want to let it ride, man, about 0.5% of the supply, maybe 1% of the supply, but it doesn't look good either when a bunch of people got 1% of the supply, and you can't get this through people's thick heads to not to do that. And they just so convinced it's still gonna run, man. It's like, some people may do that like when it launches off pump, but then by the time it gets to 5 million, you done offloaded most of those tokens and you just holding like, maybe if it's a Solana coin, you may be holding like 500,000 of the token or maybe 1 million of the tokens. But after a certain point, like holding 8 and 10 million of the tokens is not good. It's not good for the projects, and they're not going to get the stuff. Like, think if somebody, like, I don't know if y'all realize this. I keep talking about it. Let me say this last, bro. Do y'all not realize the act was at 10 million market cap when that crap got listed on Binance? 10 million market cap. So all you got to do is not be a dummy. Stop trying to buy out the supply. Get your little 500,000 million tokens or whatever, and then let them pump your bags for you. Then the jump flew and did like a 40x overnight, bro. Like, man, it's easy money. Then go to the next meme coin. But you got some idiots too thick in the head. They just can't get it through their skull, man. And the distribution is messed up. So you can't get those fairy tale stories like that, where you get something at 40, bro, did it not? It literally 40x overnight from 10 million market cap to 400 million. Then I looked again, and if I'm not mistaken, it was at 600 million. It's a quick 60x overnight if you could just stop being greedy. But some people can't do it. They just can't do it. They're just hardwired to be dumb. But whatever. What you see is what you get. It says bonjour to you too. I need to work on my French, man. I'm gonna work on my French. Need to see my portfolio review. It's been a minute. Yeah, go ahead and shoot it over there. Sometimes it takes a while to get through all the messages, but shoot it over there. And as I keep saying, please do not be crazily all the way in microcaps, because that's what causes your portfolio to go down a lot. Even when they're good projects, like I said, especially me explaining that they're gonna run these meme coins and they're gonna come back to that stuff later. You don't want to be sitting there the whole cycle like, oh, my portfolio's down whatever percentage because I'm only in DGen microcaps. But yeah, I'll take a look at it. But listen, longer stream than I thought, 47 minutes. But yeah, even me, Zoe's gotta change the way or shift the way that I'm thinking about this stuff. It's a lot of games being played. They just look legitimate. So you can't really tell it's games, but yeah, everything's liquidity grabbing right now. That's what people are focused on right now, grabbing liquidity. They're not going to tell you all the good projects that's out there right now. They don't want you to do that. They got to stack and flip their money first. But like I said, I try to keep my group safe as possible and stuff, and make sure people are not losing money by telling you the stuff that is going to run later. But it's a whole different game being played right now. And when Coinbase and Binance is joining the game, if you can't beat them, then you got to join them. So that's what that is. And I can't, I'm not trying to beat Coinbase and Binance. So I think I'm gonna find some notes too. Maybe next time I'm on here, I'll give y'all some more of the tools to check the distribution and stuff. I'm probably some of y'all probably bigger meme coin DGens and stuff. So y'all might know more than me, even on that, to be honest. But patreon.com/cryptozo. If you want to join the community, that will be getting into some of these plays early before they start shilling them. And we're gonna get some of these meme coins too. But yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, I was a little sour about one of the last ones, man. I was like, yo, this should have flew. They did not talk about it. They was way late before they was like, it's available on exchange. Stuff you got to deal with. I mean, I'm cool with my entry, but I'm like y'all too. I wish we got a little bit lower, but anyway, I'm talking out of my head and I'm talking out loud my thoughts. But patreon.com/cryptozo. Hopefully you have a good weekend. I know a lot of y'all getting ready for Thanksgiving and everything, so don't get your little workouts in now because you know you're gonna eat too much on Thanksgiving and you're gonna be trying to work it back off. But anyway, patreon.com/cryptozo, and enjoy your weekend, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.